Welcome to PCR TV at EuroPCR 2019. My name is William Wijns, and I'd like to introduce you to two colleagues, Dr. Robert Schwartz from Minneapolis Heart Institute and Giora Weisz from the Montefiore Medical Center in New York. Let me turn to Rob Schwartz first. Rob, we know each other for years.
We have.
And this time, you're going to tell us about the Jon DeHaan Foundation.
I will. The Jon DeHaan Foundation is an interesting foundation. It's a grateful patient, did very well financially. He is a patient who benefited strongly from interventional technology, William. Because of this, he wishes to use his money to further interventional technology further so that it can help patients in the future.
So that's generous. So you are managing the foundation in terms of identifying nice projects that could be supported. And when we met a couple months ago, you said, well, maybe we should have a Jon DeHaan Foundation Award at EuroPCR 2019.
Absolutely. This is a wonderful forum to do. First of all, there are many experts here who can form as independent judges to, first of all, select a set of potential candidates. Second of all, to hone in on the best candidate for that year. And obviously everybody's here. It gives really strong impetus to furthering the award, to giving it some publicity. Everybody wins as we see it, William.
Super. We're very thankful to you and to the foundation and Mr. DeHaan. So we called for applications, and what was the process?
The process was figuring out how could we do this. Now, the innovator session here has been a fantastic session over the years. This seemed to be an ideal way to put this program together. Innovation, all sorts of new things happening there. So what we did is we called for projects to be submitted. The project went out over the internet. The projects came in. We have over 80 initial submissions. That was very good. The problem was there were, in fact, too many.
Of course.
So there was a first line of reduction, and we reduced those 80 by, once again, an independent set of experts to 6 finalists.
And they presented, and was a tough call, but eventually you've identified the winner who was with us.
We have. This was, in fact, a wonderful session because each of the 6 projects were presented to the entire audience. There were people in the audience who could vote, a set of expert jurors who could vote, and panelist members who also could vote. So we had a very wide set of votes, numerous people who could do this, so this truly was a consensus in terms of which project that was presented was the best.
And the winner is Dr. Giora Weisz. Congratulations.
Hello,
so again,
thank you.
I remind everybody that you're working in New York at the Montefiore Medical Center. So tell us a bit about your invention and why this innovation is important for patients.
Innovation is important for patients because we want to treat patients safely. We always say, first do not harm, but we want to treat them. We are now in an era that EuroPCR, with the STEAM faculty, is presenting almost in every session about TAVI, like transcutaneous aortic valve replacement. It's becoming an established treatment for patients. We know that treating very calcifying atherosclerotic valve may result in some discharge of some particle debris to the rest of the body, mainly of the brain, that's what everybody is afraid of. And we want to protect the brain. So we want to do this procedure, but we want to protect the patients so we get the procedure successful without any complication.
So you have invented or designed a filter, but there is already a number of filter or protection devices available. What's unique about your invention?
So I happen to have it here.
Okay.
And this is basically the FilterLex embolic protection device. It has a couple of components. It has a deflector, so it sits here in the aortic arch, and it protects all the 3 great vessels that are going out from the aortic arch into the brain, so protecting the cerebral circulation. But we don't want to sacrifice the rest of the body. We don't want the particles to go away and then to go to the lower part of the body, especially the kidneys that are very a sensitive organ. So you see here, this is basically an anchor that stabilizes the device, but also has inside a series of pockets that captures all those particles. And this device is very easy, comes in at the beginning of the procedure, goes out in the end of the procedure, and all those particles that are being captured are being taken out of the body. So it's a full body embolic protection for patients that get the TAVI, transatrial valve replacement.
And so this is not a prototype. I mean, you have, at which stage are you in the development? And we know, as Dr. Schwartz said, that the DeHaan Foundation really wants to push the needle and, you know, accelerate patient access. How far are you with the clinical program?
We are making significant progress. So we are now at the end. We are already at device free. So this is the actual device, the first generation that will go into treatment of patients, and with the help of, thank you to Dr. Schwartz and the jury and the DeHaan Foundation, we'll be able to make progress and to go into a patient trial and to do it in a safe way, and really not just to see that we do it in safely, but also to see that we protect patients, because that's the idea. We want to help them.
Great. So you want to help the patient, and the DeHaan Foundation wants to do the same. And with the help of this grant, I suspect that you'll be able to accelerate and start your first-in-man trial very soon.
Very soon, in a few months.
Great. So I'd like to thank you, Rob, and please convey our thanks also to Jon DeHaan, the gentleman.
Thank you, William.
This is very generous. Thank you very much.
The organization of PCR has just been perfect as a venue to really move the needle in clinical cardiology here.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
again.
Thank you to EuroPCR.
Thank you, Giora.